Are we live? I think we're live. We seem to be. And the question is going to be, how good is this stream? I can still do active track. I'm using my I can't even. We're using my phone. I don't really know what mic is being used at this point. No idea. Oh, and I could add another camera in here. Huh. That's interesting. But the one thing I can't do is I can't look at comments. Would be kind of nice if I could do that. So far, it looks like it's running okay. Let me know if it's how smooth it's running for you guys, because it does look like we're only going 30 frames a second here. We're not running 60, but as long as it doesn't buffer out and everything's looking pretty good, then it's not really the way I want to operate this thing. I don't understand these cameras, so I'm running as a USB camera into the phone, and it can handle that. But the moment you try to connect this thing over Wi-Fi to the phone and stream, my Sony camera, this camera, they all seem to have the same problem, that they just, I don't know why they don't want to work like that. I don't know why it's such a goddamn problem for these cameras to do the simple shit. Shouldn't be that goddamn difficult. What's going on, Uncle Trapper? No, guess what? I'm not using the Mimo app to go live because I tried and maybe I had my settings too high, but it really was running like a bag of shit. I was trying to go like as high as I could and it worked like shit. So right now I've got USB cable plugged into, let me just get on camera here if I can. There we go. So yeah, I'm doing the camera in. I can't answer that phone. Fuck that. I'm doing the camera into the phone with that camerafilive. It's called camerafilive Live. There's a 30-day free trial. Then it's like $15 a month. But with this camerafilive thing, there is some extra shit that I can do with it. Like, you know, some bullshit stuff like I don't need to do that. I don't need to be a cartoon. I don't need to emboss myself. Like smooth myself. That was nice. And I can go original. What else can this goddamn thing do? Oh, and right now I'm using the microphone. It gives me the option to use whichever mic I want. That's kind of nice. Was there something else I could do on this thing? Yeah, that was all I could do. I thought I could add some shit here. Oh, I got a pen. So I can draw shit on the screen. That's kind of alright. What else do we got here? Do we got a fucking eraser for that? I guess I can just dump it. Yeah. So I can scribble on my face. Yeah, camerafilive Live, exactly, dude. Jesus Christ, I almost dropped the phone. So that's the, you know, so here's where things become difficult. If this wasn't the intention to use it like this, because then I got to use my phone. If I got to use my phone, then I might as well just fucking put my phone into my Osmo gimbal and use my phone. What's the point of this if I'm just going to be fucking around, right? It really didn't make any goddamn sense. I guess the only sense is that maybe I get a wider field of view with this thing, but it's not really the ideal situation. And if I put the little there, I just put the wide angle on this thing. And no, it works with the camerafilive, but obviously I'd have to get like something to mount. And when I'm doing it like this, obviously I can't see the comments. So that's the other thing that's kind of shitty. There's got to be a way, because I'm watching these guys do this shit. I'm watching these guys do these live streams with their shit, and I don't know why I don't have the ability. Like, I just can't get these fucking things to ever just connect, you know what I mean? Doesn't make any sense. But this is working pretty well. I just bought When I go to the settings, what's a dynamic image thing? Dynamic image. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Oh, you know the other problem I'm having too? This has been a real issue. For some reason, I deleted like the one of the accounts associated with my YouTube. And that was like one of the main ones. And I had to add another one. So every time I go to live stream this shit with these apps, I can't fucking use YouTube. Like, I just don't have, it's like I can't access a YouTube account that has access to the channel. So what I need to do is use the RTMP and go in and grab all my information and pop it in that way there. And, you know, edit my name and edit all the shit using fucking the studio. So it's bullshit. No, right now I'm reading the comments off my computer because I'm at home. So, but there's got to be, like I said, there's got to be a better portable solution, and I just haven't found one yet. Like my Sony A7 can go live as well too, but it works like a bag of shit. The only way to make it work would be to be using this camerafilive app. You know what I mean? And I'm just going to see something. If I unplug this, I just want to unplug it and see. Okay, so now let me just get back in here a little bit, get a little closer to the action. And now, oh, I didn't mean to do it. What the hell's going on here? Okay, so now what I did is I just switched over to the Sony camera. So 1280 by 720 resolution. That's the only thing that's shitty right now. You know, watching IRL how-tos and wait for my Sony. Yeah, so right now, for instance, I'm on my Sony A7 IV. I just plugged it in, and you know what? Looks great. But the reality is, there's no way you'd want to be walking around with this shit. Well, you know what else is going on here? Let me try. I'm going to do something else. This cable I'm using is not the best cable. I'm going to try switching out. Okay, so we're using the mic on the Sony camera. Yeah, exactly. Stabilization is horrible on this thing. Picture quality is fucking amazing. And the bit rate, I got the bit rate pretty fucking low for this, to be honest. It could be a little higher. And what's my ISO looking like here? Okay, I can pop my ISO up. But so originally, that was the plan. I had a gimbal for this thing, and I thought, oh, the Sony A7 can go live. It can't go live with the shit, man. When you connect it over Wi-Fi, it was just struggling. And I don't understand. It was connected to my phone and still struggled like a bitch. Meanwhile, I can do it through camerafilive. So I don't know why these apps have such a hard time with this shit. It doesn't make any sense to me. And now I don't even know what I'm... It says 1080, 30 frames a second. So I'm assuming I'm running. I had to switch cables. Sometimes this cable was not running full tilt. So there's the only difference. Now, I guess this whole setup here, if I was going to go somewhere and set my camera up and use my phone and want to go do a live stream somewhere, this would be okay. The downfall of this scenario is I can't use this mic. Maybe with a USB-C splitter, maybe, or not even USB-C splitter. Could I do that through my hub? I don't know. Yeah, you don't want to be out trying to stream with this shit. It was fucking... I thought it was going to be really great, look really cool, and it was difficult. You know, like, I could plug this one here into... I got juice in this thing? Got lots of juice. So let's just see how that looks. Just out of curiosity. Can I change the modes on this thing? I almost forget how to use this damn camera, to be honest. So funny enough, this camera here, for the size of it, because it's nice and light, this works pretty well too. Clearly the stabilization, you know, you're gonna walk along, you wouldn't want to really carry that. And that is my Sony ZV-1F, but it still looks pretty good. So yeah, there's a lot of options here. Now I do wonder, now I really want to try this. Do I have the hub handy? maybe not. I'm kind of just wondering on this setup, like how many cameras could I hook up at the same time? Because that might be the one advantage of this software. But I hate to be spending fucking 15 bucks a month on this shit. 30 days free, sure, I'll play around with it. But once again, we're back at square one. I just spent $1,000 on a camera, and here I am fucking around with phones and shit still. Like, this doesn't make sense. I don't know why. This other one just won't stream properly. Doesn't make no sense. Okay, so now we're back in the Pocket 3. And take off the little magnet. I feel like that's something I'm going to lose all the time, man.